I've known for a long time that this barbecue restaurant uses rotten meat. I know that eating it would make people so sick they can barely stand, but I didn't report them. Instead, I ordered an entire table of skewers and started eating like crazy. Normally, I should have been the one getting sick, but the woman who was dining with the client suddenly clutched her stomach, sweating cold. She even let out a massive fart. The smell nearly made the client throw up. Then I grabbed a bottle of beer and drank it down. This completely broke her act. She couldn't hold it anymore and ended up having an accident in her pants. I was able to do this because in my past life, I'd already gone through all of it. In my previous life, she and I were co-workers. No matter how late she worked, the next day she was always full of energy. But me, even when I slept early, I felt like I hadn't slept for days, snoring like a pig at work, and eventually collapsing in the office from exhaustion. The doctor told me to stop overworking, saying my health was worse than that of an 80-year-old, and that I could drop dead any moment. I only understood the truth when I found out that the exhaustion from her late nights was being transferred to me. I begged her to stop working late, but she acted innocent, saying I must be partying and not being disciplined at night. No one believed me, and my boss thought I was just making excuses, so he fired me. I was furious and resentful, and collapsed in front of the company, dying on the spot. When I opened my eyes again, I was back to the day she joined the company. That overwhelming sense of weakness hit me again, and I realized that even being reborn, the fatigue transfer still existed. So that night, I decided to work late with her. But even though I stayed up until 2 a.m., she was still full of energy, while I was about to pass out. When the boss saw me nodding off, he told me either to go rest or quit. That's when I realized this transfer wasn't mutual. She could dump her fatigue on me, but I couldn't give it back to her. I started secretly observing her. Even when she went several nights without sleep, she was still full of life. If this kept up, I'd die again just like in my past life. So I put sleeping pills in her coffee. She immediately got drowsy and had no choice but to go home and sleep. That night, she slept deeply, and the next morning, I woke up feeling refreshed, thinking I was finally free. But as soon as I got out of bed, my legs gave out, dizzy and rushing to the bathroom to vomit. I opened the group chat, and my heart sank. She hadn't slept at all. Instead, she went to a nightclub and partied all night. I pushed myself to the office, almost fainting right there. I knew if I kept going, I'd die, so I immediately chose to quit. The manager begged me to stay, but I left anyway. Staying alive was more important. I thought quitting would end the nightmare, but soon after I was rushed to the hospital with heart failure. The doctor said I had no more than 6 months to live. I pulled out my phone and saw that the woman had been awake for 24 hours straight and had just secured a major project for the company. Everyone praised her work ethic. The doctor sighed and said, a girl had died recently, and before she died she said someone had been transferring fatigue to her. I immediately asked the doctor for her address, because that girl's situation was exactly like mine. When I arrived at the girl's house, I nearly passed out. The girl's mother helped me in and said in shock, I looked just like her daughter did before she died. Dark circles, exhausted, no matter how much rest, it never helped. The girl had always gone to bed early and woke up early, but her health kept deteriorating, and the hospital found no issues. I got a cold chill down my spine. The mother said her daughter had mentioned a coworker who could go days without sleep.